They say in India, they call it brahmachari. That's a Sanskrit word for basically what we're doing. Brahmachari means you're doing semen retention, you're not edging, you're not lusting, okay? Your sexual energy is staying inside you, and it's undergoing, you can say, an alchemic process. It's purifying your being, your mind, your body, immune system, everything. We don't need to list them all. It's purifying everything. And then you're using that energy for true spiritual transformation. You can't grow spiritually if there's no energy, because this whole life is an alchemic process. You need energy, because this is the game, transformation. You need energy to transform. How are you going to transform if no energy? So the yogis realized that the sexual energy is one of the most potent energies that you can cultivate. And then it makes it easier to let go of the other habits. Okay? So they say, can't take everything literal though, all right? So, because some of you remind me of me, the mind gets in there and starts complicating things. Somebody left me a question like, they're creative questions, I like them. I mean, it reminds me of me in the past. Like, they said, if we cut ourselves, if we bleed, we get some wound, because I was talking about ojas before. It takes 40 drops of blood to make 1 drop of ojas. It says, if I cut myself and bleed, am I going to lose ojas? So, don't let the mind... Okay, you want me to answer the question? Yeah, look, we lose ojas every day. I'm losing little ojas even when I'm talking, making videos. I'm spending some energy. Like, you're going to lose something. It doesn't matter. Like, we're in a limited human imperfect form. At some point, the body's going to die. So you're going to be losing energy and prana and ojas as time goes on. Don't worry about it. Like what are we going to do? You'd have to be in some samadhi state where you're in suspended animation to where then your body wouldn't lose anything. No, you could preserve yourself forever if you wanted. But then there's no experience in life. Like, you want to do that? So anyway, they're saying in India, if you're brahmachari, which is what we're talking about, semen retention, no edging, no lusting, if you do that for 10 years, automatically you're enlightened. It's something they said, and they say. What they're really pointing to, though, is they're saying, like, this is very important. That's what they're saying. Because then otherwise, then I'll get a question, I had 5 years. I was doing semen retention, no edging, no lusting, but then I had a lust thought. Oh man, do I go back to zero? Like, don't do that. Like, okay? It doesn't work like that. They're just pointing to the power of semen retention. So I'm talking about here that semen retention will help reveal the highest version of ourselves. Well, this is how powerful it is. What is it? Are you in the highest version of yourself right now? Introspect and see. What am I talking about when I say be in the highest version of yourself? Because you look around at most people, they're just full of it, man. They're fake. They're playing roles. They're doing the people pleasing. They play small, or they play egotistical, or gossiping, character assassinating, hurting somebody else so that they can thrive. This is the normal human consciousness. Not everybody. See, God won't let that happen. If the whole world was like that, then we'd just kill ourselves. So there's some beings who are higher level. They're more in touch with their spiritual tendencies. They don't do that. So I'm assuming that most who are practicing semen retention, at least on subconscious level, if not conscious, you're doing this because you somehow want to be in the highest version of yourself. Because that's what it will do. When we stop, you see, but you don't know how that works until you start doing it. I didn't realize how much energy I was losing to sexual thoughts and to PMO, into edging, into trying to get girls to look at me and attention, I didn't realize how much life force I was burning up doing that until I stopped doing it. So then all that extra energy and life force is going to be used to purify your body in your emotional state, in your it's going to balance out your mental chemistry. You don't need to go take antidepressants for that. And also, if you have problems in the manhood department, that's going to fix itself. It's amazing, man. Like, I remember I was in Thailand. I'd have to go to Burma, to Myanmar, every 3 months to do a visa run, because your visa's good for 3 months, then you got to leave the country and come back in. So I'd go to Burma, enter, stamp, come back. So there'd be all these older guys, because you take a boat there. So they're all on the boat, excited, talking about getting their Viagra, because they can get it real cheap in Burma. And as soon as we got to Burma, you got all the peddlers coming with their Viagra. Like, I got what you need, man. The old man are like, yeah, cool, man. And then, because they want to go back to Thailand and have sex with the young Thai girls, their equipment wasn't working. But see, all the Viagra is going to do, it's going to. Why is the equipment not working? Because the body's intelligent. It means your heart probably isn't working so good. So then the body's going to send blood to the heart instead of to the penis. Body's like, don't worry about your penis, man. Like, I'm trying to keep you alive. But see, ignorant people don't understand that. So they're going to take Viagra and force the blood to go down there. And then what ends up happening? Then they end up dying, having sex with the little Thai girl, have a heart attack. And then the Thai girl gets scared because she thinks the police are going to blame her. She calls her friend, or a couple friends, and then they pick the guy up and throw him off the balcony and make it look like a suicide. That's what they did. Anyway, what were we talking about, though? You know, talking about brahmacharya, semen retention. So you start realizing how much extra energy you have when you stop this stuff. And then that energy, it's not just physical energy, it's spiritual energy. It starts bleeding through into your perception and how you're looking at things and how you're reading things and everything. And then you do introspection automatically. You want to look at your life and see, well, damn, how else am I wasting energy? Okay, smoking weed too much? Let me look at that. Drinking, going to bars and clubs, wasting my time doing things that I don't really feel like I want to do. Maybe I should stop that. You see, you're on higher level. So you're able to, this is the higher version of yourself doing this kind of analysis that you can't do when your mind's all muddy and dulled out from doing too much PMO. See how it works? You start doing semen retention, it's going to bleed through and it's going to enhance everything. That's how it works. And then your meditation or yoga practice or doing your breath work or pranayama, whatever you want to do, that enhances. Because now you have more energy to put into the practice. And you're aware of the subtle benefits that you're getting when you're doing the practice. The spiritual downloads, the way the life force starts to move when you're doing your yoga postures or your pranayama. You can feel your energy centers opening. Whereas before you couldn't feel all that because you're too dulled out. So for me, semen retention is like the foundation for everything. That's why I made this channel. Because I could make a bunch of channels. Well, no, I'm tired now, actually. But I'm just saying, I can make channels on diet, and I can make channels on plant medicine, I can make channels, trauma and this and that. But I'm like, I don't want, do semen retention, and then all that stuff, it's going to take care of itself. And then that's why then I make my main channel, spiritual channel, because that's where it's at. But semen retention is a great prerequisite to prepare one so that then your spiritual practice can really work. There's too many people doing spirituality and they're just Just nonsense. They're losing their energy everywhere, and then they think because they meditate, every day that's doing something. Yeah, it can be doing something, but I'm just saying, if you don't look at this semen retention, there's very few you can say absolutes. Even semen retention, I can't say it's an absolute. I mean, there's some people, depending on your genetics, how strong your genetics are, and if you, for example, have a wife and you lose you ejaculate once a month or something, yeah, they can handle that. It's not going to they're not going to suffer or lose out on their main purpose in life, which is to wake up to their true nature. This is the main purpose in life. Just bring everything back to that. Anytime you're confused about something, just remember, what's my main purpose in life? To recognize my true nature, your formless nature. Go see my channel, Spiritual Renaissance, if you want to know more about that, if you don't understand what that is. So, but anybody, here's the absolute part. I guarantee this. I've said before, there's no true master or true authentic teacher who's doing PMO every day. This is impossible. Who's losing their semen every day? There's no way. There's just no way. You're going to see their face when they talk. You're just going to be like, I don't want to listen to this person. Like, you just go to sleep or something. They got no power, no vitality. Ojas is your vitality. You want to preserve that. So that's why I made the semen retention channel, because out of all the tools, because diet's a good tool. Hanging out with good company and being in nature, those are all good tools. But the semen retention, this is the main tool. This is why I cannot not talk about it. This is just the main tool. So there you go. All right, have a good day.